Hey there folks, this is GreenyXI, welcoming you right back to Let's Play Danganronpa. This is episode 22. In last episode, we lost 2 survivors, taking us down to 8. Our ultimate moral compass and our ultimate, well, nerd. And there's still a killer out there, so we need to figure out who would be bold enough to kill off 2 characters in one go when they didn't need to. Let's have a look. Ifumi's body discovered in the nurse's office. Taka's body discovered in the equipment room. I was witness to 2 nightmares, one right after another. No, they weren't nightmares. This is harsh reality. Yep, this ain't no dream. The true nightmare is this reality. The reality I have to face every day. But still. Why is this happening? Oh. Look at it. Let's go straight to her. Toko? Don't tell me. Toko too? Nah. Relax, she just passed out when she saw the blood. The blood? Oh, that's right. When Toko is, Toko. She has a fear of blood, huh? We've tried everything to get her to wake up, but no luck. Just leave her be for now. Suki said, I should just leave her alone for now. Well, okay. Let's check out the body. The dead body. Taka. Damn it, why did this happen? And the hammer? What number is this? We've had 1, 2, and 3. Another hammer. Now it's Justice Hammer 4 and seemed bigger than before. Is that suspicious individual responsible for killing Taka too? Taka too? But why is it Justice Hammer 4? What do you mean? Celeste was attacked with Justice Hammer 1, then Ifumi was hit with Justice Hammer 2. But this time it was Justice Hammer 4. What happened to number 3? Ah! What's the matter? Well, when you mentioned Justice Hammer 3, you just reminded me.
What?
Out with it. Do you know something? Actually, Taka's not the only one that's been killed. Ifumi's dead too. What? Fumi's been killed? Yeah. Which is why you came to get us. Then we better go check it out. Of course, come on. Better check the other body. So Sakura, Byakuya, and I rushed out of the physics lab. But as soon as we were out of the physics lab...
Oh.
Ah! Celeste, aren't you supposed to be waiting in the nurse's office? Something has come up. Yeah, I heard. Fumi is dead, right? Well, that's not all. It's gone. Huh? What's gone? It has disappeared. Disappeared? Ifumi's body has disappeared. What? What are you talking about? It's disappeared? Don't be ridiculous. Are you serious? What the heck's happening here? Everyone, back to the nurse's office. I practically leapt down the stairs, nearly losing my balance. I reached the nurse's office, completely out of breath. Uh-oh. I couldn't believe my eyes. Ifumi's body was there just a few minutes earlier. It just disappeared. Me and Celeste went to the bathroom, but we were only gone for like a minute. And then when we got back...
Indeed?
This must be the work of the culprit. They must have come and carried the body away. They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. We're all gonna die here. We're gonna die, just like those guys died. I don't believe this. I don't believe a body would just disappear. First there were 2 murders, and now one of the bodies has been taken. This is unnatural. Hold on, what do you mean 2 murders? Taka's been killed. We found him in the equipment room.
No way!
It can't be. Taka too? It can't be, it can't be. Honestly, I wasn't too disappointed about the people who were killed this time. I find Ifumi quite funny, but also irritating. And Taka was just dull. Hina, calm down. We're all gonna die, all of us. They're gonna kill all of us. Then who might the next target be? Toko? Huh? I completely forgot. She's still unconscious in the equipment room. You left her at the scene of the crime? We didn't have a choice. She passed out and she refused to wake up. So she's still unconscious. Wait, so you knew she was still up there and said nothing? Why? That 9-little insect that clings to me wherever I go would be better off without her. Oh, God. You bastard. Calm down. You forgot about her, didn't you? You have no right to blame me. Everyone stop fighting. Right now we need to hurry back. Can't take this anymore. I don't want anyone else to die. Byakuya, if something's happened to Toko, I'll never forgive you. Yeah, she'll kill you. We shot out of the nurse's office and bolted up the stairs, heading back to the 3rd floor. We ran back to the equipment room at full speed. When we got there... There she is. Toko. But no body. Thank God you're okay. But right away I noticed there was something very different here. Huh? It was gone. Taka's body, which should have been right there, had disappeared. This can't be happening. Are we hallucinating all this or something? No, it's not an hallucination. I know I saw it before, and what I'm seeing now isn't what I saw before. What? You saying Taka disappeared too? Stop saying disappeared. It didn't just vanish into thin air. Obviously whoever did this has hidden the body. But why would they do that? I couldn't possibly begin to imagine. Anyway, our costumed suspect is clearly continuing his crime spree. We gotta hurry up and catch him before he kills all of us. Oh, I don't think you have to worry about that. Think about it. Who could possibly be responsible for killing and hiding these dead bodies? When Ifumi's death cry went up, everyone here was together on the 3rd floor. After that, we split up into 2 groups. And now this time, you all came here as a group from the nurse's office. In other words, the only ones who could have done this are Hiro and Kyoko, who are still missing. Hold on a second. Kyoko has an alibi for when Celeste and Ifumi were attacked. There's no question that she was in the dining hall with us. You seemed very adamant about defending her. Perhaps you were in love? That's not it at all. Well, anyway, yes, I do accept Kyoko's alibi. Which means the suspicious individual we're looking for can be none other than Hiro. Which further means there will be no more murders. The regulations are very clear about that. Oh, that's right, there's a rule that says you can only kill a maximum of 2 people. As long as that rule's in place, there will not be a 3rd murder if they were to break that rule. I'd mince you! Mince you without a second thought! Mince you, grind you, turn you to paste! By the way, did you know that fish paste can also refer to shellfish, like shrimp or crabs? Oh, okay. Sort of fishy, I guess. Indeed! So, since 2 people have been killed, there's no possibility of any more. You knew that from the beginning, didn't you, Byakuya? Which means you knew Toko was never in danger. I still meant it when I said I'd be better off without her, though. Anyway, with that in mind, we can now relax and search for the 2 missing bodies. 2 missing bodies. 2 people have been killed and their bodies have been hidden. The only one without an alibi, the only one who could have done it, is Hiro. But is he really the killer? And what about Kyoko? If she's not involved in this case, where did she go? Hey Makoto, what's the matter? Oh no, it's nothing. Whatever. We need to find those bodies, or our little narrative here can't move forward. Very well. Let's split up and begin searching. But there's no need to be afraid. No more murders will take place during this case. I know that. I mean, I think I do, but if you're still nervous, I'll come with you. Okay, thank you. No need to thank me. Then let's get moving. Yell out if you find anything. Byakuya left the equipment room, followed by the others. I have to try and find the 2 missing bodies. Okay, I want to go back in. It's time for the investigation to start. It's just a matter of finding all the clues and everything. Doesn't seem to be anything in here worth looking at. I think this room is the obvious first place to start. If you have a look by here, it's got some tracks. Taka's entire body has disappeared, leaving behind nothing but a blood stain. Well, it has got tracks. Just saying. When Toko, she has a fear of blood. Don't think we have to worry about anyone else dying, so I'll just leave her alone for now. Try these. It's a top. Don't see anything out of the ordinary. But the hammer. Is there nothing to look at in this place? Looks like it's made of wood. It seems bigger than the others. Just as hammer 4. Is this all the work of that suspicious individual? Well, okay, it doesn't seem like there's much going on here. It took us out of there for a reason then, didn't it? Get out. Right, where are we going to then? We're exploring and looking for where the dead bodies are. So, I want to go in the arty rooms first. Because in the arty rooms, there was an equipment room in the back. I find it funny how... Never mind, I won't spoil anything. Need to search for the bodies that have disappeared. What happens after that? I know. Look at the 2 dead bodies have been disappeared too. Yeah. I can talk sometimes, don't worry. Huh? Door must be locked. But it's never locked. Well, we went in there before anyway. Okay. Maybe the rec room is a better place to look. Doesn't seem to be anything... Ooh, actually. Come on then, Mr. Hammer. Celeste, was she really attacked with this? Just this hammer number 1? What the heck is with this thing? It's a locker. It's a locker that might as well stay locked. Oh, hello. Makoto.
Come on.
Why are you just standing there? We need to go to the repository. You mean...
Indeed.
I found them. Hifumi and Take's bodies had both been hidden in the repository.
Goodbye.
I've already told Hina and Sakura. We'll go on ahead. The bodies were in the repository? What the hell's a repository? It's in the art. Yeah, it must be in here where it was locked, right? I don't know what a repository is. Are the bodies here somewhere? Oh, right, okay. We found the right place then. I have to wonder where they could have been hidden. Well, I'm not wondering. It was locked. Our head's the repository. The doorknob turned. I guess it's unlocked. Then I have no choice but to go inside. It wasn't unlocked before. So I opened the door. When I entered, I saw... As if another body's been discovered. The two bodies that had disappeared were right there. The smell of blood made me gag. What I saw before my eyes was unquestionable, unavoidable, unwavering reality. And then I heard the announcement for a second time.
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
But why is he only saying it now? And so, here we are. Without further ado, let me give you all the next Monokuma file. I was going to hand them out when you found the bodies the first time, but I thought something might happen. It was really hard to resist, but turns out I was right. Just hand it over already. Now make sure to investigate with all of your mental might and prepare for the class trial. Okay. Exactly. Well then, now that we found the bodies, all that's left is to uncover the culprit. Hold on. How can you be so calm? I mean, they're dead, you know? Dead. Gone forever. They're never coming back. Awful. This is just too awful. Hina suddenly burst into tears. She clutched at Ifumi's lifeless body.
Who would do this? Why? Why?
Large wet tears fell from her eyes. The tears landed on Ifumi's cheeks. If he was alive, he'd love that little shot by there. If this was some world of make-believe, that might have been when Hifumi opened his eyes. But this wasn't a movie. No. Oh. This wasn't...
He's alive again? Where am I? Cold. So cold. Is winter coming?
Hifumi! Wake up!
Huh? That's right. I remember now. Hope's Peak.
Come on, you gotta wake up!
I remember everything before I met you all. I met you all.
His memories were all blending together. He has nothing useful to offer us. Why's the voice acting just stop with it?
The light. It's reaching out to me like the tail of a comet.
Hey, Hifumi! Who was it? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill you?
Who killed me? That's right. I remember their name. Yasuhiro.
His eyes closed, and they never opened again. Death for the second time. Absolute, undeniable death. No matter how many more of Hina's tears splashed his face, there was no second miracle. Reality set in again. This isn't some stereotypical fantasy world. Tears can't restore a person's vitality. Well, it did for a second. Woke him up a bit.
Honestly.
You have no tears, do you? No blood in your veins, no calcium in your bones. At least you have your meat.
Stop.
You're just angry. Going out of his way to return just to leave us with those unnecessary dying words. Now this game has become exceedingly boring. He said Yasuhiro, right?
Then
Yasuhiro
perhaps-
Agakura. That's the only person he could have been referring to.
So in
And with
other
that, the
words,
case is solved. Assaulting people and even killing Taka and Ifumi. and then gone so far as to hide their bodies. A criminal that hides his face behind a mask uses a bunch of giant wooden hammers. Is that what Hero is?
What is
If it's
this?
true, I can't forgive him. No way can I ever forgive him. Well, he said it was him. To kill 2 of our friends. Anyway, it's about time we track down the culprit in our little life or death game here. Although this time it's not all that life or death. The trial will conclude without much trouble.
Indeed.
Yes, it does look like that way. It's going to begin again. We have to go through this one more time. I have to accept it. I have no choice but to go through with this to make sure everyone survives. I just have to do it. Yeah, here we go. First I better check the Monokuma file. The victims were Hifumi Yamada and Kayotaka Ishimaru. The cause of death for each was a blow to the head. Hammers. It's thought that they were both killed with a similar weapon. That's it. Yeah, it's pretty strange. We got way less information this time than before. That's no problem. After all, the events of this case unfolded before our very eyes. We should know more about what happened than the Monokuma file could, anyway. Maybe. There's something else that's bothering me. Someone else has been missing for quite a while. You talking about Kyoko? Without a doubt. She has an alibi for when Celeste and Hifumi were attacked. But what if the killer wasn't acting alone? What if they had an accomplice? An accomplice? An accomplice? What are you doing here? Don't be rude, I'm here to answer your question. What question? You're talking about accomplices, right? I'm pretty sure I explained it before, didn't I? During the first class trial.
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also...
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, 2 people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
In other words...
So basically, you can be an accomplice if you want, but there's no gratification in it. So you're saying nobody worked together this time either? Sorry, I can't answer that. It would obstruct the free exchange of information between you guys. I just want to make sure you don't forget, no matter how much you might assist in a murder, only one blackened can graduate. An accomplice gets nothing. Then we only need to figure out who that one blackened is that did the killing, right? Just like normal? Okay, let me take this opportunity to clarify the whole shebang. In this class trial, what you need to determine is the one true blackened who devised the murder plot and put it into action. The true blackened, so just one person. That's enough for explainifying. Now it's down to the final battle between all of you and the blackened. Good luck to all the contestants. So there can only be one blackened, an accomplice wouldn't benefit. Then I can't see any way Kyoko would be connected to this case after all. Maybe right. If that's true, then Kyoko, where are you? As long as she's not connected to the case, it doesn't matter. Let's get back to the investigation.
Indeed.
I have absolutely no doubt that Hiro is responsible. But for the time being, I suppose it can't hurt to pursue further information. You know, don't you think we should consider a certain someone a suspect, just in case? Talking about the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack. What? I'm offended. Yeah. When did you... I've been looking all over for you, Master. When I woke up, you were nowhere to be found. Anyway, you there, Nooksack swimmer girl. Nooksack? Why do I gotta be a suspect? Well, I mean, you are a serial killer. So what, I'm like a special guest suspect every time? I have an alibi, you know. She's right about that. When we heard Hifumi scream, she was with me. And when the bodies disappeared, she was still lying unconscious in the equipment room. Plus, Taka's body aside, I can't imagine any way she would have been able to move Hifumi's body. Besides, I calculate every move I make. I'm not gonna kill someone when everyone knows what I look like. You don't call me the murderous fiend for nothing. That's not the kind of thing you should be bragging about. On another topic, should we post a guard by the bodies like before? We can't have them disappearing again. Hina and I can handle that. You don't mind, do you, Hina? Sure, I'd be totally useless on the investigation anyway. Then that's that. Let's begin. Yeah! This whole thing's so strange. Oh, but one of us has an alibi, so figuring out who did it should be obvious, right? But maybe it's just me, but I don't think it's going to be as straightforward as it seems. It never is. Monokuma file? Good. And let's get exploring. I think we'll start with the dead bodies. He'll never move again. According to the Monokuma file, Taka died from a blow to the head. Found Justice Hammer 4 near his body in the equipment room. Is that what was used to kill him? There's a tarp laid out under his body. Did the killer use this to move Taka's body? That way there won't be any blood left behind while the body was moved. Okay, tarp with a bit of blood on it. Sorted. And Hifumi, your turn. Hifumi's big cold body is laying on the floor. His really big body. I mean, how on earth was the killer able to move someone so big? From the nurse's office where he was discovered to here, the repository. All the way from the first floor to the third, and all without anyone noticing it. How the hell? It's no good, I just don't get it. I can think about it later. For now, I have to finish investigating Hifumi himself. If I remember correctly, Hifumi's fatal injury was also a blow to the head. Probably from Justice Hammer 3, which was laying on the floor in the nurse's office. Wait, something's off about his body. Why am I getting this feeling? Something's different. Something about Hifumi's body in the nurse's office versus his body right now. What was it? I can't tell. That's it, his glasses. Oh. When his body was in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. But now they're clean. They're completely clean. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses off? But who would do that, and why? Aha! Hifumi's glasses. Okay, let's keep going. There are many aspects to the incident this time. Too many, to be honest. Considering that, it may be good to look back on everything that's happened. Would you like my help? No, not really. We know. Okay, if we look at the hammer storage, might be good. The hammers of all different sizes hanging on the wall, although some are more like mallets. Mallets? Could the Justice Hammers have been designed using these as a model? Either way, all the hammers here have obviously seen a lot of use. They're all covered in debris and chalky stone powder. Wait, for some reason this one hammer isn't dirty at all, and it's wet. Did someone wash it recently? Aha, a spotless hammer. Okay. Hello you. Hey, I'm Makoto. I've been thinking about something. It's about the repository. What is it? After Hifumi and Taka's bodies disappeared, we split up to look around, right? I was really scared, so me and Sakura stuck together. And we came right to the repository to, you know, look around. But when we got here, the repository was locked. We couldn't get inside. Exactly, same for us. It was locked. And we came here as soon as the search started, so there's no way someone could have beat us here. So if that's true, then who locked it, and why is it unlocked now? I wonder the same thing. The door was locked when the search for the bodies began, but now it's wide open. There might be some secret lurking in there, but I'll probably have to leave this area to figure it out. Okay. And you. You. Byakuya, do you think Hiro really did it? I don't see how anyone could think otherwise. When the attacks and murders and disappearances all happened, every one of us had an alibi. And the last thing Hifumi said when he died, yeah, he said Hiro's name.
So in other
There's no room to suspect anyone else. Okay, but if he did do it, why would he hide his identity with that weird costume? Maybe he thought that no matter what happened, he'd be safe as long as his face was covered. Because he's the fool of the century, you see. I mean, he is kinda dumb. Yeah. But you really think that's enough to explain it? I feel like there's a clue hiding in there somewhere.
What?
Is that it? That's all that bothers you about the case? Well, no. There are a few other things. Like, why did the killer try to hide the bodies? They probably figured that if we couldn't find the bodies, we couldn't complete our investigation. If that's the case, we found the bodies pretty easily, didn't we? Again, comes back to the fact that the culprit was a moron. Is that really all there is to it? The other thing that bothers me is, why'd they bother killing two people? What? Because all the rules say is, if you can kill someone and get away with it, you graduate, right? So if you kill the killer, your number one priority is not getting caught. But killing two people means more clues, more chances you'll get found out. Hold on, perhaps. I see. So that's what that means. Is everything okay? He's figured something out. Don't talk to me as if we're friends. What's with the attitude? But you have my appreciation. Thanks to you, I might have some fun with this after all. His mysterious words hung in the air as he left the repository. Is he gonna try and cover up the place again? Like with the last murder? Talked as if he'd figured something out. But if he did, would he have killed him to tell me what it was? And I want to check out the trolley as well. It's a dolly. Dolly, sorry. It doesn't have a handle. I saw this in the art room before. Guess it's used to move statues around. It's kinda awkward, but if you bend down, it's not too hard to use. But wait! Wasn't this in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? And look at the wheel. Uh-oh, there's a blood stain on it. So there's blood on the wheel of the dolly that was moved from the equipment room to the repository. What's the explanation for that? Aha! Repository dolly. Okay, I think that's everything in the room. There's only one way in and out of this room, through the door that Hina said was locked before. Definitely a lock on the door, but can only be locked from inside the repository, so someone locked it from inside. I don't see any way to lock it from in the art room. The door can only be locked from inside the repository, which makes me wonder. Hina and Sakura confirmed that the door was locked after we started looking for the missing bodies. And the door is designed so that it can only be locked from inside the repository. In other words, When Hina checked it out, someone had already gone in the repository and locked the door. When they were done, they unlocked it and left, which is why it's unlocked now. But Hina claims that there's no way someone could have beaten them to the repository. So that certain someone... Aha, the door. There's got to be a clue around here somewhere. There's some place I already know about. First the nurse's office, the equipment room. Okay, let's get out here then. Nurse's office and equipment room. Where's the nurse's office? It's on the first floor, I know. We'll go to the equipment room first since we're here. Check out where they found Taka's body. There's only a small room as well, so there's not too much to explore, is there? Come on, here we go. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, hello. Let's talk to her first. I was sleeping right here when the killer carried the body away. I'm super pissed I missed such an ultimately rare event. Yeah. Okay, the blood. I think that's the obvious thing to check out. Some kind of tire mark going through the pool of blood in the middle of the room. That reminds me about the dolly in the repository. I was thinking that. There's blood on its tire. Could that blood have come from here? Which could mean that Taka's body was moved from the equipment room to the repository using the dolly. Both rooms are on the 3rd floor, so it should definitely be possible. Yeah, exactly. It's not like they had to go up or down stairs or anything with it. Although they could have gone down, I guess, but not up so easily. But even if the dolly was used to move Taka's body, what about Hifumi? Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office on the 1st floor. Even with a dolly, there's no way to get up to the 3rd floor. Still a total mystery. Justice Hammer 4, weapon used for Taka. Body was moved, but the murder weapon was just left here. And the tarp. This tarp. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before, and just recently too. But yeah, up in the repository. Okay, I'll do for that room. And again, come on, out you go. Right, nurse's room. Office even. It's the rec room there, but I don't really want to explore that room right now. Well, I mean, we could, I guess. And come on, let's go in there a sec. I'm not sure if we can yet, or if we have to do it in the order of when you're told to by the game. Celeste. Was she really attacked? Justice Hammer 1? Oh. Not important. Okay, we have to do it in the order we're given then, by the looks of it. I've gone the wrong way. Oh, come on. I was mashing X then, it wasn't going. Right, nurse's office, we need to go down again. Nothing's going to be happening on the 2nd floor, I wouldn't think. Other than when they ran round a bit. Okay. Oh, hello Celeste. What are you investigating, Celeste? I'm not investigating anything, precisely speaking. I'm simply going around seeing if Hero might be hiding somewhere. What about you? Oh, you know, just checking this and that. Main thing on my mind is how someone could have moved Hifumi's body. How Hifumi was moved, eh? When it disappeared, you were supposed to be in the nurse's office, right?
Yes.
Correct. Hina was not feeling well, so I stayed behind to look after her. But she seemed to be getting worse, so I took her to the bathroom. When you got back, the body was gone. You could not have been gone for more than a minute or two, though. Yeah, Hina said the same thing. So then the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time?
Indeed.
It would seem so. To carry off someone as big as Hifumi in only a couple of minutes is... I can't think of it as anything less than impossible. So that's the count. Okay. She gives an account in the 2nd one as well. 2nd murder. Come on then, Hammer. Just as Hammer 3, the one that was used to kill Hifumi. Someone moved the body but left the weapon behind, same as with Taka. Oh, you can't investigate the blood. That's quite strange, isn't it? Oh. Anything in here? A fridge. Wonder if there's anything to drink inside. Totally parched. Maybe just a quick peek. There's a bunch of blood packets in here. For blood transfusions, I guess. Doesn't help me, though. I'm not a vampire. Oh, well, we got a coin, I suppose. And that seems a... Ooh. Check the bin. It's just a normal trash can. There's something inside. It's too small to be a handkerchief. It's a glasses cleaning cloth. Remember we had clean glasses? It's got some kind of cartoon character on it. But it's also covered in blood.
Oh.
Ah, did you find something? Yeah, there's a cleaning cloth in the trash can. A cleaning cloth? And so bloody. Whoever this belonged to must have used it to wipe up some blood. But who would need to do something like that? I haven't the slightest idea. Yeah, me either. I think it might be important. Okay. I think that seems to be everything in here, don't you think? Right. Before we do any more, I think I'll cut it off here. Because I'm sure there's still quite a bit of the investigation to go. And, you know, time-wise. So, this has been Greeny XI. Hope you've enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again in a little bit when we go for the rest of the investigation. See you in a bit, folks.